Okay, so we got some new information a little early, but we're back on the tired old beaten path again. That was interesting. So she finds out, well, she's kind of just like, what does he mean, a demon, one of us, blah 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 blah. I wonder if our meeting with him, when the shogunate comes to that castle, if that'll be any different? I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oh, we're seeing Heisuke off. That's nice. Does that mean I'm training with you, Kodo? Did it again. Kondo. Why? All this time, I've never gotten your name wrong. Why am I eliminating letters from your name? No. I stepped out of line. And I was wondering, because I'm like, when else would we get the chance to say this? Do this option? Now's the time, apparently. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you at all. Please, forget I asked. He was right. It did come out of nowhere, and it wasn't like he had a lot of free time either. To put it aside for someone not a part of the Shinsengumi, it was foolish.
Wait. I don't know why you want this, but when your face looks like that, I can't say no to you.
Huh?
I'll gladly train you. Well, so long as we don't go overboard and accidentally hurt you.
Okay, so I still get trained regardless. Is it just for her to continue pulling herself away from the Shinsengumi? Like, no, I'm not one of them. I'll never be one of them. Along with my kind? Kind of thing? Is that like us changing our thoughts a little, ever so slightly? I don't know. Oh, and that was the end of chapter 2. Yay! Moving on to chapter 3. Okay. Well, going by that picture, the shogunate visit is this time. Oh yeah, Ito. Ito and Miki. Probably not gonna have a major part to play with them this time around. I'd be shocked. Mostly gonna focus on the demons, I'm sure. What's the next thing that I guess Sanan. Sanan's the next big thing. So am I investigating? Am I not? No. I'm gonna hang out with Toshi like I do, by the looks of things. Pretty expected, really. But now we're gonna find out about the Furies, or the Fakes, as the demons call them. Alright, so return to my room. And then remain in the common room, and let's have faith. Okay. We can do that. And then after that, I think is when we go to the show. It was interesting last time that we didn't go. Wasn't expecting that. We had a choice. Okay, so remain in the common room. And then I think I have to tell him let's have faith. Yep. Because I picked both of these options before. Let's have faith. And then let's get ready to snap out of our skipping that we're doing in a little while. Because we have to have a chat with all the guys. As they try to explain my situation to me. We haven't done that scene in a long time. I think probably like from the beginning. Since Toshi's route for sure, maybe Saito's. And then we kind of revisited it a bit for Hachiro. Very briefly. Because he came in out of nowhere. That was really cool. I loved that. Hey, Sky's back! Hooray! Oh yeah, sister brother. Sister brother's back? I think Kazuma does say something about, like, he knows where Koto's with him. So maybe that'll play into his route a bit. Dad and Kaoru? Possibly. It would make sense. We're all demons after all. Does he like Koto, or does... He probably doesn't have a fondness for Koto, I'd imagine, since he's the one that's behind these abominations, known as the Furies. Alright, so we're going. After I talk to Miki, we'll stop this. Not that I don't love you, Miki. Okay. Here we are. In the surroundings of Nijo Castle, I can see the warriors wearing a white uniform which was different than the afternoon uniform. They don't seem too nervous. But I guess it makes sense. Some of the Imperial Nationalist extremists were driven out of Kyoto and many warriors fled. There's no way anything would happen. A sudden chill ran down the length of my spine. I froze. Ah! I knew the feeling. A length of cold steel seeking entry into your flesh, eyes shining with a lust for blood and violence. Since I'd begun living with the Shinsengumi, I felt it more than once. Bloodlust. My eyes were drawn to the roof, where no one would think to look. A large wall cast a shadow, shielding a section of the roof from the moonlight. There they stood. The Demon Trio. Pretty cool guys, posing for their album cover. You!
So, you've noticed us. Not too slow, then.
They looked very distinctive, unlike any soldiers I'd seen before, but 3 sets of piercing eyes scattered my thoughts, making it hard to think. I had recognized them, now I had to put names to faces. Chikage Kazuma. Kyuju Amagiri. Kyo Shiranui. They were connected to both the Satsuma and the Choshu, and they'd made an effort to impede the Shinsengumi at Ikeda and again at Hamaguri. Why are you here?
You mean, how did we get here, right? Well, the answer is simple. Man-made obstacles like these are shit to a demon.
We are here for a specific purpose. That purpose is you, Chizuru Yukimura. We are here for you.
What? My heart was pounding so hard it could burst. Why do these men know my name? I don't understand. A demon? What do you mean? And what are you here for? No, you must be joking!
How can you ask what a demon is? Perhaps you're the one joking here.
He stepped forward, cloaked in shadows. When Amagiri spoke, it was calm and peaceful, as if he were reasoning with a frightened child.
Do your injuries heal quickly? Too quickly, perhaps?
Well, Ah, a memory of back then.
Yo, are you not getting it through your head? The scar on your cheek is already starting to heal.
I don't remember him saying yo last time. Kazuma then directed his gaze towards the Kodachi on my hip.
You don't need words. Her family name is a demon's, and she carries the demon of the East, Kodachi. This is enough proof.
My family name? What was wrong with Yukimura? I didn't understand what he was saying, and the cold sweat started inching down my spine.
Then again, it isn't as though we need your permission to kidnap you. Female demons are rare. Now, come with me.
His hand stretched out from the darkness, pale and grasping like the tentacle of some hideous subterranean monster. But just then. Then a blade flickered through the night. There they are.
Whoa there, pal. Trying to pick up chicks in a back alley. That's not creepy at all. You again. The culture and the nose of a dog, I see.
One could say the same of you. Harada! Saito! My legs almost collapsed as if the now shattered tension was the only thing keeping me standing. I teetered backwards, my balance momentarily lost. A strong, sinewy hand caught me and pulled me back, its grip hard as steel.
Stay back.
Hijikata! One hand guided me around behind him, even as the other drew his sword.
I figured you were here for the Shogun's head. What do you want from a kid? I've little interest in you or the Shogun right now. The matter at hand concerns only us demons. Demons?
His eyes narrowed. Hijikata seemed perplexed by Kazuma's statement, as if contemplating the possibility of its truth.
Huh. Haven't seen these punks since Hamaguri.
I guess we're fated, huh? Doesn't make me particularly happy.
True, though I feel little at this reunion. So you're going to be in our way. Then...
The tension was so thick in the air that I could scarcely breathe. They were a powder keg, ready to explode. Even the slightest movement could set them off. It wasn't like I could do much. But I still wanted to help them, so I grabbed my sword.
Don't worry about the commander and the captains.
Yamazaki? When did you?
I've been ordered to return you to headquarters.
Then, you're telling me to run away?
Exactly. Even if you were here, there would be nothing you could do.
I mean, he may be right, but I need to stay. I'm going to stay here.
Yukimura, you don't understand. What do you hope to accomplish by remaining here?
I know that staying here might not be the smartest idea, but they called me a demon and told me to come with them. I still didn't know what they'd meant. I needed to know the truth.
You have a reason to stay then, and conviction. I can admire that. Unfortunately, I have my orders. Just as you must remain true to what you believe is right, so must I.
What? Yamazaki reached for my arm, ready to take me with him by force, but... The gun Shiranui held was pointed towards Yamazaki. Ah, there's that line again.
Hold on there, buddy. The princess says she wants to stay, so she stays. You gotta learn when to let a girl go.
Gah!
With his spear, Harada tried to pierce Shiranui in the heart, but... Shiranui easily dodged his strike.
There are times when quick decisions are important, but Shiranui's short temper can be... problematic.
Quite, but you seem uninterested in stopping him. Saito and Amagiri maneuvered nearly into striking distance of one another. Saito drew his sword and attempted to strike at Amagiri.
Not so easy.
Amagiri saw through his movements instantly and dodged the incoming blade.
Damn it, who the hell are these guys?
Hijikata screamed, his voice filled with frustration. I reached for my sword. I wrapped my fingers around the hilt of my kodachi and looked at Kazuma. Both Shiranui and Amagiri displayed superhuman levels of skill, something that awestruck me. I didn't think my swordsmanship could be of any help to anyone. But to distract them for even a fraction of a second, I had to take my chance.
Get out of here, you idiot! He'll tear you apart!
Hijikata screamed at me, making me second-guess myself, and I sheathed my sword.
Yamazaki, keep her out of this! Don't let her get any closer! You mistake me for a weak shit like you. I give you the honor of fighting me, and you chatter. Very well, then. I'll show you who is truly in control, so you can shut your mouth for good.
Huh.
Keep telling yourself that. I still owe you one for taking out my men during the Hamaguri Rebellion.
Their rivalry was intense. One could nearly see the sparks in their glares, a bloodlust whose tension made it nearly impossible to breathe.
I don't keep track of each and every insect I squash. That's so. I'll be sure to refresh your memory. I'll send you to hell so you can apologize to them in person.
One more step. They moved so quickly that in the blink of an eye, I missed Hijikata furiously clash with Kazuma's blade. Ah, this picture again. Ah! The two swords ground against one another, screaming in protest.
Ugh!
Hijikata swung with the fullness of his strength, but Kazuma merely parried it with an unfazed expression. The force of the blades meeting sent a small breeze that swayed his bangs.
You're not a human, are you? Just what the hell are you? Haven't I made it clear that I am of a demon clan? Not only am I, or we, but so is she. Chizuru is too much for you. We've come to take her off your hands. The hell you say?!
Their blades shuddered too quickly for my eyes to follow. All I could catch was the flickering of the moonlight on them, sparks flashing as they met. They leapt at each other and met for a moment. The two men circled and leapt forward again. Their sword fights were so intense. The clipped strands of Kazuma's hair drifted away on a cool evening breeze.
I see.
There were no signs of fear on his face. Instead, I saw what I thought was perhaps the tiniest flicker of respect. He lowered his sword.
What the hell is this?
Both men stepped back, their fight clearly finished.
Further fighting serves no purpose. We will do nothing more than attract unwanted attention.
What, you talking to me? Come on, I know when to leave a party. The one that doesn't know when to stop is...
Shiranui looked towards Kazuma as he spoke.
Yes, our suspicions have been confirmed. We've no need to stay. This time we only came to verify the truths. Do you really believe we'll simply allow you to walk away? Then call your men. You three may survive, but how many of your soldiers will we slaughter before we escape? Would you spend their lives so easily?
Kazuma and his companions were no doubt powerful. His words held arrogance. We knew he spoke truth. They left silently, fading into the darkness, but as he did, Kazuma spoke to me one last time, his red eyes piercing me as they glared.
I will return for you. Soon.
He was far out of arm's reach, but his words nearly brushed against my cheek, cold and threatening. A shiver ran up my spine. I crumbled to the floor.
Whoa! Are you alright, Chizuru?
I'm... fine.
You really suck at lying, you know that? You look really pale. Sit there and rest for a while. If you can't walk, I'll carry you.
Thank you. For a while, Hijikata stared deeply and harshly towards the darkness.
Kid, you got any idea why they were after you?
I hesitated. They had said I was one of them. Kazuma had invited me to go with him. Had he been telling the truth? I didn't know. I'm not sure. There was really nothing more I could say. Word of this incident spread the ranks of the Shinsengumi quickly in another form. Gossip between these beautiful boys. Alright. So we didn't get any points with Kazuma there, which is fine. But we didn't get any points with Toshi either, which was more important. So... is it time for the doctor already? It really is. Just occurred to me as well that I haven't checked... is it the warrior record? Not the warrior record. I haven't checked to see what our affection is with Cosma. Let me just do that quick. No, it is warrior record. Record of service is what I got it confused with. 30%. Okay. Yes, please. I'm assuming. Yes. Okay. No points for the Yamazaki. And then... Right, yeah. When him and Soji go off, I say it's not my business, so I can go outside and talk to Cosma again. Because he's nosy and wants some information. Took a stroll and was like, yeah, you know what, why don't I just stop in and see what she's doing? So we'll stop there again when we get there. First, I gotta help with cleaning again. Oh, Takada. Alright, we're getting there. Alright. Man, they ran out of there. Okay. Not any of my business. I was worried for Okita, but... he'd be fine so long as Dr. Matsumoto was with him. After the excitement wound down, I excused myself and went back to work. I was outside sweeping, bamboo broom in hand, when he appeared.
What are you doing here?
Don't come any closer! His voice was so deep that it felt as if it were exhumed from the depths of the earth, covering me. Slowly, I turned around.
You have the pure blood of a demon running in your veins, and yet you run errands and clean up for a pack of humans.
Kazuma! His face was a mixture of surprise and sneering disgust as he looked down at me through cold eyes. I held the broom in both hands like a staff and stepped into what I hoped was a fighting stance. What are you doing here? He laughed with disdain, snorting at my weapon.
You mean to fight me with that? Your heritage hasn't blessed you with brains, I see.
His tone was mocking, but his eyes were like two chips of ice. This was a dangerous man. What was I to do? I could hardly face him alone.
Calm down. I haven't come here to fight. Not today, at least. I only want to know what, if anything, you have to do with Kodo.
My father? I was staring at him, stunned by his statement.
Father? You mean Kodo?
If you're talking about Kodo Yukimura, then yes, he's my father.
I see.
At first he seemed surprised, but then he wore a malicious grin as if he became privy to everything. Why aren't you asking about my father? I lowered the broom, my situation temporarily forgotten when.
Trying to sneak into the enemy camp alone, huh? Well, not on my watch.
Hijikata?
What are you doing out here in broad daylight? It's a little early to be picking up chicks, pal.
Get away from her!
Harada! Heisuke!
I heard you yelling. Sounded like you were up to something besides cleaning.
You alright, Chizuru? Are you hurt?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine.
The Mibu's wolves can only fight in a pack, eh?
Watch it. I could feel the tension rising by the second, but it was Cosma who attempted to cut through it.
If you want to play, then I'm happy to oblige, but... I'm here today to take care of some business. More specifically, to issue a warning. Stop trying to turn humans into demons.
What? Humans into demons? Was he talking about the water of life?
You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, what makes you think we're gonna listen to a sleazebag who'd attack a girl in broad daylight? Idiots. Are you too blind to see I'm doing you a favor? While they do say the smaller the dog, the louder the bark,
This is our turf! You better shut your trap before we gotta do it for you!
He looked away from the captains as if entirely uninterested in them and flashed a cold gaze to me.
Chizuru Yukimura. Kyoto is with us now. Do you understand what that means? Your father has abandoned the shogunate.
What? His mysterious smile gave me nothing in the way of explanation.
Why are you here? I suggest you think on that. Carefully.
Then, with a slow rippling motion, like a shadow sliding on ground, he turned his back and vanished. What was happening? What were demons, and why had they come after me? My father was with them? On their side, he must have meant. Did that mean he was working with Imperialists? The inside of my head was a swirling mass of questions and doubts, but the one thing that most concerned me was... could be the demons. Let's see... Oh, yeah, I guess their interest in me would make sense. That is the most pressing thing. Why were Kazuma and his friends after me? He'd said that I had the blood of a demon, but...
Why is he after you anyway?
Come on, there's only one reason a guy'd go to this much trouble over a girl.
What? What is it? What is it?
I bet you anything he's in love with her.
What? His response was surprising, to say the least, and it seemed to come from nowhere.
Why are you so surprised? Sure, you dress like a boy, but you really think a smart guy can't figure out the truth? That demon guy's a jerk, but he's sharp.
No! He's not in... That's not the reason!
You might be the only person who feels that way, you know.
Why are you doing this to me? Please, stop. My voice faded into a pathetic whimper.
Gee, Sano. Why do you gotta bring your dirty thoughts into every conversation you have? Don't you think now isn't the best time to be talking about this kind of stuff with her?
Hey, I'm not bringing my dirty mind into anything. I'm just saying I call it like I see it.
There he goes.
I wasn't sure what to say, but my face started to feel hot all of a sudden.
Knock it off. Back to work, you two. Also, stop talking about Yukimura's gender when other warriors are around to hear it.
Oh, that line is so funny. My gender.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa! Time flies when you're having fun, eh? Will you be okay here by yourself?
Yeah, I'm almost done, so I'll be fine. I looked up at the sky. The sun began to set. I need to hurry up and finish my cleaning.
Cheer up, Chizuru.
Harada gave me a friendly clap on the shoulder. Thanks, bro. Suddenly, my heart felt a lit lighter, and my mind a little less troubled. Thank you. I rolled up my sleeves and took a firm grip on my broom.